Oh, there's all kinds of delicious scents in the air today. The sea breeze in Port Ormos isn't even enough to cover them up. Well, with all the...
Welcome! What can I get for you today? Ah, no problem at all. What'll it be? One sec. Let me jot this down. Potato boats, pani puri. All right. We'll have that ready as scheduled. That's a fairly sizable order. Of course. Let me see. That should come to 29,000 mora, but you can have it for 26,000. How's that sound?
Huh?
Ah, that's a bit tricky. We're going to be fairly busy that day, and we're setting aside all these ingredients for your order. Well, in that case... Of course, of course.
So it turns out Candace is way better at haggling than...
Oh, something you wanted to add to your order, ma'am? Oh, thanks for your concern, but I replaced the charcoal earlier today, so it should be...
Whoa! There's...
Oh. I'm fine, thanks. It's just... That was so strange. It's certainly possible. I had a similar problem not too long ago. I'm all right. In any case, I'll definitely fix the stove today, so don't worry about any delays. Sounds good.
That was a close call. Good thing you're fast on your feet, Candace. Well, where should we go next? Sounds good. It's been a while since we had the chance to shop at Port Ormos. Maybe we can pick up some other things along the way. Let's see. The fruit stand should be that way. Candace, are you okay? Huh? I'm fine. Thank you, miss.
What happened?
That crate came out of nowhere. Luckily, Candace saved that little girl before she got hit.
Where are your parents, child?
They're at the tavern by the harbor. But I got bored, so I came out to play.
Go back to your parents now, child.
Okay.
Whose crates are these?
They're mine.
How many times have I told you not to leave heavy objects by the road? When are you gonna learn?
I'm sorry. It's just... we ran out of storage on our latest shipment.
And?
Nothing. I'll take care of it right away. I won't do it again.
Thank you, everyone. I should have been keeping a closer eye on everything. It's lucky you were here, Miss Candace. I really don't know how things would have turned out otherwise. I always feel like I could use an extra pair of eyes during Sabzura's season. I appreciate the reminder, Miss Candace. Anyway, you were probably in the middle of something, so I'll leave you to it. Enjoy the festival!
That was some quick thinking, Candace. It was like you leapt into action before the crate even started to fall. Wait, you mean... Have you told anyone else about it? Whoa, it's beautiful! Could the gem be the source of the visions? Maybe we could ask the others. Speaking of merchants... Yep, that's the one!
Our store is an authorized retailer of the Bayan Commerce Guild, so we can guarantee...
Yikes, that's... Really?
feel free to look around. There's no obligation.
We're looking for the Liyue volume.
Sorry, dear.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting.
The thing is, it barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it,
Well, that's a shame.
the fact remains that I don't have it in stock.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Chingsa Village. He was a regular customer.
Did somebody say out of print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection? Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast. Since you and I are both in search of lost book, my pleasure, fellow book lover.
Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide?
So,
It's
are
super.
you buying or not?
Windblade!
We'll need more where that came from.
heavens are smiting me. Smiting me to smithereens. Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come on, spit it out.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my books. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to sabotage me. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means? Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life... Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you. Goodbye. Off you go. Go on, go!
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd? There's a title I haven't heard in a long time. You have good taste, my boy.
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. Granted, it was almost unknown at the time it was published, but over time it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels and sparked a plethora of imitation works. Barely any copies of the first edition were ever printed.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly added to the original story.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume of that work is so rare, I could never bring myself to pawn it no matter how much I needed the money.
You mean you still have it?
Yes, it is my one and only remaining treasure.
Hey, Chang! You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you sell the core lapis or not? I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with Gentry Moutsai...
Oh, but you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to buy...
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps you'd like to take your books with you to an early grave.
You...
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't force him to sell against his will.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of other people's business.
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master in this day and age. Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you supposed to be then, huh? Some sort of Guhua messiah?
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is...
Get a load of this guy. Just you wait. And you, Chang, you're...
Oh...
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get...
Oh, what does it matter now?
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this great act of generosity.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished.
Hey, where are you going? Oh, you like reading, huh? Mr. 5-second hero?
Oh, amazing!
Hello? Shincho? Anybody in there?
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this?
Don't forget me. I'm in.
Oh, so now you can hear what we're saying.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will return his act of kindness. It is the just thing to do. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help. Of course I do. An initial. Give me a second to reflect. It shan't take but a moment.
You're still here? What is this, a game to you? You think no one's really gonna get hurt? I gotta hand it to the Goofball clan. What you lack in numbers and talent, you make up for in guts. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball clan? I meant Guhua clan. That's what you goofballs call it, right?
There's a saying that goes, the insect that shakes the oak tree ludicrously overestimates its ability.
Quit quoting proverbs at me, you buffoon!
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chang and all. But you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to back me up. A whole army of you and your little Guhua buddies wouldn't be able to help you now.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger.
Oh, great speech. But now it's time for you to learn.
Are you here to play with me?
Yeah.
The hunter.
Freeze!
Over here!
Time for retribution!
Blink! Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Let me weave you a verse.
Oh, so sorry.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing. You won this round, but you better watch your back.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? Yes, though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair advantage it gives me against my opponents. Though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no easy task.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business, and I will ensure the matter is resolved satisfactorily. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute, but the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his words. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work here. He mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor. Maybe the two of you could go and investigate.
That idea works, but what are you gonna do?
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace in Liyue Harbor in a bit.
You really have stuff to do? Are you sure you're not just using us as your errand
Wow, so that's how that turned out.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying! Fine. From now on, he shall be no...
You go first. No need to wait for me. One more page and I'll go and...
Who goes there? Really? He didn't mention anything about a meeting. The Master's dealing with some urgent business today.
Urgent business? What is it?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left early this morning to meet with a VIP client.
So, where is he now?
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just anyone. No, I mean, yes. Yes, you are. I meant no offense. I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations at Shinyu. I beg for your mercy, please. My master...
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to rude guards like you. Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on our minds when my master's busy negotiating a big business deal with your boss.
Thank you. May your business...
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator. Is that so? Now, anyway, seems like the VIP client in question. In that case, seems business is booming at the Shinua kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
I understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word.
The subordinate.
We just ran into a minor procurement, but it's nothing for you to worry about.
That would be most ideal. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support. You may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price.
I understand. I am indebted to you.
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Fatui. Who knows if Guwa Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him? You had other things to look into, as if you're some sort of man of mystery. When actually, all you meant was you...
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce, my liege. For reasons that there is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read.
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read it. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action. Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something we cannot do. Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement.
Why not? You're only doing...
To silently disappear at the matter's each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling...
That sounds very lovely.
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun.
Hey!
Let's have some fun, shall we?
It's showtime! Gotcha! Attaboy!
Rain of bullets! How about this? You asked for this!
Time to go. You are not welcome here. You are not welcome here. Who wants some of this? Let's roll! Burn! Dodge this! With the wind! Bam! Attaboy! Oh! This smoke will be frozen in time. Cool it! Let's roll! Oni coming through!
Let's have some fun, shall we? You asked for it. Take a seat. Let's get down
Hear
to
the
business.
echoes of the valley!
I'm ready.
Time for retribution! Dodge this! Lucky day!
Let me try my blade.
Let the mountain's veins boil! Bring it!
Freeze!
Cool it over.
Don't get frostbite.
Take this.
Let engraved names echo!
Burn! Freeze!
Hear the echoes of the valley! Let engraved names echo! Bring it! Let the mountain's veins boil!
Verticus!
Don't be such a brute. Let's spark things up a little.